So a few days ago I posted a video talking about 6 characters that might come to Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled at some point in the future. One of them has already been confirmed for next month, which is Koala Kong. I didn't go over every character from the Crash universe, I just went over the main ones that I thought might make it to the game, but I did forget a few, so I wanted to make this video to include those that I missed, but also to read your comments, because there were a lot of people who made their own list of characters that they want or think might come to the game at some point. So let's get into it. Probably the character that I saw brought up the most, Evil Crash. Evil Crash was introduced in Crash Twinsanity, which I actually made a video on just yesterday talking about whether or not it deserves a remake. Crash does already have 3 character slots in the game, but then again, it's his game. Without this orange furball, we wouldn't even have these games. So Crash, feel free to take as many character slots as you want. Some people have suggested that we get Evil Crash as a skin instead, but I'd rather him be his own character. In Twinsanity, we find Evil Crash in the 10th dimension, which is the opposite, the complete opposite of the dimension that Crash lives in. So it's his own character, pretty much. He's completely different to Crash, he acts different, he sounds different. So I'd say include him as his own character, but if not, then a skin would be fine. An Evil Crash skin will be better than nothing. Another one I saw on quite a few people's list is Bearmanator from Crash Bash. Bearmanator was the second boss of the game. He shoots bears at you and you have to dodge their rockets and push them off the edge. And I'm not going to put every boss from every game on the list, but I've seen Bearmanator requested more than others. There's just some that I can't see being in the game at all, like for example Tikimon. Bearmanator, I struggle to see him being in the game too since he's fucking massive. Next on the list is Baby Cortex and Baby Entropy. Now these 2 characters were actually found in a data mine at one point, so we all thought that they were going to be added in the prehistoric Grand Prix, but they must have changed their minds or something because we never got them. Instead we got Baby T, Baby Crash and Baby Coco. This makes me a bit skeptical. I really can't see them being added at this point. The prehistoric Grand Prix was the perfect time to bring them to the game. Although I do have a theory that whenever they finish the Grand Prix, they're just going to throw in a few extra characters into the pit stop. There's no reason why they can't do that. I mean, it's their game. If they feel like doing that, they can do it. So maybe they'll just add the baby characters into the pit stop as extras in the future. Next on the list is Farmer Ernest. He was only ever in Crash Twinsanity and for not very long at all. He politely asks us to get rid of the worms in his farm, and so Cortex fucking paralyzes him. Honestly, Farmer Ernest deserves to be in the game just because I feel bad for him. I don't think there's much chance of him being added though, since he was only a parody character, barely in the game at all. But anything is possible, like I said. Maybe they'll throw him into the pit stop randomly. Next up, the Lab Assistant. Now even though the Lab Assistant are just basic enemies in the Crash games with no personality or anything, they've still been in a ton of Crash Bandicoot games. They're in the original trilogy, they're in Wrath of Cortex, the Crash Wikipedia says they're in the Huge Adventure, Entranced and Ripto's Rampage. So while being a basic enemy, the Lab Assistant has appeared so much that I can actually see him making it to the game. And for skins, what they could do is use some of the outfits from Wrath of Cortex, like the wizard skin or the orange suit that they wear. I don't know, there's definitely a chance. Another character that I saw on a lot of people's lists was Willy Wonka from Crash Tag Team Racing. We already know Pasadena and Von Clutch are coming in the November Grand Prix, but Willy Wonka wasn't found in the data mine by Beta M, so it looks like he isn't coming next month. It's another case of it being a perfect time to add a certain character, so if Willy Wonka isn't coming in the Crash Tag Team Racing themed Grand Prix, then who knows when he's going to be added. The next character is from Crash Boom Bang. The Viscount is the main villain from Boom Bang, and there's not really much info about him. He was only ever in Boom Bang. His character design stands out from the other characters in Nitro-Fueled, so I honestly wouldn't mind if they added him to the game. I think the more characters, the better. There's more variety. And last on the list is the Skunk from Crash Twinsanity, who was only in the game for one cutscene. But I will admit, I've always found that one cutscene hilarious.
I've been doing this for 10 stinking years. Back and forward, and I'm sick of it. Well, I'm not gonna do it no more.
Like, you see these characters that just walk back and forth as obstacles in Crash games all the time. So when you're walking up to the Skunk, it takes you by surprise because you think it's just going to be another regular enemy. I think if the Skunk was in Nitro-Fueled, his personality and his one-liners would be amazing. And that's it for the list. There are some other characters that I'm missing, but these are the main ones. There's other people that have asked for people like the Tribes from Twinsanity or Park Rangers from Crash Tag Team Racing, but I really don't think they're going to add all the random characters. Like, if they're going to do that, they're probably only going to add the Lab Assistant because he's been in all of those different games and stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, everyone. Let me know what you think about these characters and which ones you think will make it to the game, or which ones you want to make it to the game. But yeah, thank you for watching. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you all in my next video.